The point of a democracy is that people are allowed to question the motives of their leaders, and Kaya Ma is gaining a name for himself in London for doing just that. His paintings are both funny and incredibly rude about Britain's leaders. Tony Blair, feet in pools of blood, in love with America, and George W. Bush. The current coalition government leaders destroying the cherished National Health Service. The Chancellor turning Britain's economy into a car crash. The aim, says the artist, is to highlight corruption in the country's elite and to cut them down to size.
They all seem to be naked.
Yes, because with, when you declose the politicians, you take the power from them.
When you take their clothes off, you take the power.
When they take their clothes out, they become ordinary folks.
It's normal for satirists to publish their work in newspapers. What's uncommon about Kaya Ma is that he takes his work to where the politicians and media are to keep them honest. So he can be found at Westminster pronouncing on the government's economic policies, or at the publication of the Leveson report into press ethics, or the lack of them.
So here's Rebecca Brooks, the former head of Rupert Murdoch's News International, with her arms around Tony Blair and David Cameron.
They were in her pocket, all top politicians, Prime Minister, in her own, in her pocket. And politicians love to be in her pocket for their own agenda.
Foreign leaders don't get off any better. Obama as a slave to imperialist wars. Sarkozy as a baby Napoleon to his German mother. The current composition seeing the Turkish Prime Minister being led off to war in the Middle East by his foreign minister. It's all sharply observed. Powerful commentary.
I just want to fight for little people, convey our message, but in satiric way, not arrogant way that just make people smile.
He's hoping to get all this exhibited in the months ahead, so people who don't have to spend their time hanging around politicians can see it as well. The saying goes that journalism's the first draft of history. The paintings of Kaya Ma offer a comment likely to last a lot longer than a piece of newspaper copy. Laurence Lee, Al Jazeera, London.